What's up, ladies and gentlemen? It is White Gamer. Today we have the level 95 CDM build. We're going to have 3 different archetypes. We're going to be starting off with the Recycler for CDM height. We're going to go with 6 foot. You definitely want to have some height as a CDM so you can win those aerial battles. Weight, we're going to go with 167 pounds. Make sure you go with the height and weight combination that gives you the -2 effects and the +2 effects. I do want to mention we are going to be going with the Pink Pass Plus for the specialization. It's been so good this entire year. Now, guys, for your attributes, you're going to go with 87 agility. This will be more than enough for you to turn directions when you have the ball. You can get it a little bit higher, but agility is pretty expensive, but high 80s will do more than job. Balance, we're going to get that to 90. This is going to help you shield and protect the ball from stronger opponents. Also, the balance does help you dribble a little bit better. Reactions, we're going to go with 95. The reactions allow for your pro to be way responsive overall your build. And believe it or not, reactions does help your pro intercept the ball a little bit quicker if it's nearby you. Ball control, we went with 90. This is going to help you trap the ball when you receive the ball. Also, when you're making interceptions, guys, ball control does play a role in trapping the ball when you're making the interceptions. Dribbling, 85 is more than enough, guys. I would not recommend going any higher than that. You just want some dribbling so the ball can stay very close to your feet. Once you go higher than that, that's just an overkill, and you shouldn't be dribbling too much as a CDM. Composure, we went with 91. So when you're under pressure, your pro can give off good passes. Also, when you're receiving the ball and you're under pressure, your pro can also control the ball well under pressure as well. Now, for the pace, we're going to max it out. We're going to go with 90 acceleration and 90 sprint speed. You have a lot of points now. We're late into the game cycle, guys. Just put on pace. Even if you're really good at CDM and you know how to position yourself, the pace is just going to help you recover for whenever you are out of position that 1 or 2 time, you can recover nicely. Now, from the physical stats, we're going to go with 90 jumping. So you have the aerial ability as a CDM. So you want to be able to do everything as a CDM. Make standing tackles, interceptions. For corner kicks, if you go up on your team, you'll be covered on that. And then strength, we are going to go with 90 strength. We're going to go with 94 aggression. The strength and aggression will just make your pro way more physical and aggressive when you're going for those body challenges and those standing tackles. Stamina, we're going to go with 80 stamina just so we can get the quick step play style. That is the only reason. The weak foot, you want to go with the 5-star weak foot so you can pass with either of your foot. We're not going to put nothing into skill move. You shouldn't be doing skill moves as a CDM. At most, a simple ball roll so you can position your pro for a pass. Curve, we're going to go with 81 curve just so we can get the incisive passing play style. At 80, it does more than a job, but we went with 81 because we're going to have a couple points left over. Long pass and short pass, get it to 92. This will be perfect. You're going to have the Pink Pass Plus. You're going to have the Tiki Taka Plus as well. So when it comes to whether it's short pass or long pass, you're going to be covered because you also have that high vision. High vision is important for those long passes. And there's going to be time where maybe your winger or your striker is through on a run and you can just, from CDM to striker, you can ping it to them because of that high vision and the high long passing. Interceptions, we're going to go with 90. I promise you guys, if you go higher than 90, you're not going to notice a difference, guy. The main reason interception is important is how well you position yourself, guys. That is what it's going to come down to. If you go with 99 interceptions or 95 and you suck at positioning yourself, you're not going to intercept the ball regardless. So 90 will do the job and you have the intercept plus. Heading accuracy, we went with 75 so we can get the aerial fortress. Then defensive awareness, we went with 90. This is going to help you jockey, which is important. It's CDM. Standing tackle, we went with 90. You can even go with 85 if you want, guys. I've been using 85 all year long and there's been no issue, but we're going to go with 90. But at 85, you get all the standing tackles. We're not going to do nothing for slide tackle, guys. The slide tackling has been good all year long. But like I said, you can drop down the standing tackle to 85 and then put some on slide tackle if you want. And like I mentioned, we are going to be going with the Ping Pass Plus, which has been really popular in the competitive scene and those that play high in the divisions. And we're going to remove the Power Shot Plus, guys. It is pointless. The long shots this year aren't that good. It is super rare that you will score a long shot. So we're going to replace that. And now, guys, you have some really good playstyle plus for this CDM recycler. Like I mentioned, you have that Ping Pass Plus. The ball travels much quicker and much faster. You also have that Tiki Taka Plus for those quick one-time passes. Then you have Intercept Plus, which is good, especially if you know how to position yourself That's what interceptions is going to come down to. But that plus version just extends that little reach a little bit more. And then you have press proven plus, which is really good to shield and protect the ball with left trigger or L2. Now, for your regular play styles, we are going to go with the long ball pass. Like I said earlier, sometimes you might have a teammate that's far on the pitch open, or if you ever needed to do a chip pass, the long ball pass is going to be good for that. We're also going to go with incisive pass, so your pro can give off good through balls on the ground with wire triangle. Then we're going to go with jockey. Jockey is good for a CDM. It's going to just increase that transition speed from regular jockey to sprint jockey. Then we're going to go with anticipate and improve those standing tackles. We're going to go with quick step. This is going to help you accelerate quicker, which is very, very important when you're chasing down an opponent or you need to track back to your position. Next, we got bruiser. This is going to allow for your pro to just bully people off the ball, and it's really, really, really good. Then we got the aerial fortress. It's going to allow for your pro to jump even higher. So it's very, very good, especially if you're playing against a team that likes to play it in the air a lot. And then for the last two guys, it's going to be all up to you. Now, we're going to go with the first touch because I think it is important as a CDM to have good control of the ball when a teammate passes to you. But you can also go with block or slide tackle. And then for the last one, it's going to come down to you, either slide tackle or block. I would probably go with block, guys, because you're going to get more of a use of block than slide tackle. That's just my opinion. But if you're that type of player that's going to be spamming slide tackles or doing a lot of slide tackles, then you can go with the slide tackle playstyle. But, excuse me, the regular block is really good and can make a big difference in a tight game. But boys and girls, these are the playstyles and attributes that we went for level 95 Recycler CDM. Now we have the level 95 CDM Progressor height. Again, we're going to go with 6 foot. I think that's a good height for a CDM. Weight, so we're going to go with 169 pounds. Make sure you go with the height and weight combination that gives you the +2 and the -2 stats. Now, for the specialization, we're going to be going with the Ping Pass Plus again. But I do want to mention, guys, the Jockey Plus is good, and so is the Janitor. But if you know how to position yourself, either the Ping Pass or the Jockey Plus will do the job. Attributes, we're going to get the agility to the high 80s. That's going to be more than enough. The agility will help you also jockey, but when you have the ball, it will help you turn directions much quicker when you have the ball. Balance, we went with 90. This is going to make it difficult for opponents to get you off the ball when you need to shield the ball, and it helps a little bit with the dribbling. Reactions, we went with the 95. The main reason this is the highest stats from the ball control is because the reaction just helps out overall with the responsiveness of your build, and it's important. And also, it does help out when you're intercepting the ball. Your pro will react quicker if the ball is nearby. Ball control, we went with 90. That's going to help you trap the ball when you make interceptions, which is important as a CDM. Also, when you're receiving a ball. Then for the dribbling, we went with 92 dribbling because we do need it in order to get the Ping Pass Plus. And this is more than enough. If it wasn't for the Ping Pass Plus, we would have went a little bit lower. But at least your dribbling is going to be really good. The ball's going to stay very close to your feet when you have the ball as a CDM. Composure, we went with 90. This is going to help your pro give off good passes when you're under pressure. Now, for the pace, max it all out. Again, 90 acceleration and 90 sprint speed. We're late into the year, into the game cycle. You have a lot of points to play with. Even if you're really good at positioning yourself, the pace is only going to help you out. It really is. You can go a little bit lower if you want, if you're really experienced CDM. But like I said, the pace is not going to hurt. Then for jumping, we went with 90 jumping, so you have some aerial presence. Strength and aggression, both of them 94. You're going to be bullying off people, making those blocks in front of the defense line. Stamina, we went with 80, so you can get the quick step play style. That is the only reason. The weak foot, the highest you can go, which kind of sucks, is a 4-star weak foot, but you should still be able to give off good passes with your weak foot. And then curve, we went with 80 curve, so we can get the incisive pass. Then from the passing, 92 long pass and 90 short pass. You are going to have the Ping Pass Plus, so those Ping Pass are going to be very, very accurate. And then we went with some vision, guys. Vision is important. If you ever need to chip it or play it long in the air or long on the floor, it's going to reach your teammate. Interceptions, we went with 90. This is going to increase the range and also help you trap the ball. And then heading accuracy, go with nothing. Same for slide tackle. Don't put anything, guys. The slide tackling is already good this year. For defensive awareness, we did go with 92 because this will help you jockey. And then for standing tackle, we went with 90. And then you're going to have like, I think 6 or 7 points left. You can put it on whatever you want. And like I said, we are going with a Pioneer, which will give you the Ping Pass Plus, guys. The Ping Pass Plus is so, so good. I'm telling you, at CDM, especially when you make that interception, you look for the pass. Now, which one are we going to take off? We're going to take off the Incisive Pass Plus because the regular one will do the job, especially at CDM. Most of your passes are going to be sideways or in front of you. So that's why we went with that ping pass, because the ball travels way quicker, and it's way more direct. And then, guys, you have some really good passing. You got the ping pass. You have the long ball pass plus, which is really good for those chip passes or those far distant passes. And, of course, you have intercept plus and anticipate plus. So those standing tackles are going to be really, really, really good. For your regular play style, we will go with the regular incisive pass. You never know. Sometimes you might need to send a through ball. So that's going to help out with that. Then we're going to go with the regular tiki-taka. You can get away with not using it, but the good thing about having tiki-taka is like the one-time passes are just a little bit quicker when you don't have it on. And then we'll go with jockey. Next, we're going to go with aerial fortress. It's going to allow you to jump a little bit higher. Then we're going to go with that quick step. It's going to help you accelerate quicker. Then we're going to go with that bruiser. Bruiser is still really good to bully and push off your opponents off the ball. And then we can go with the press proven. And then for the last two, if you want, you can go with first touch, slide tackle. So it kind of depends what type of CDM are you. Are you going to be sliding a couple times throughout the game? This will help out a little bit with the slide tackles. The first touch is really useful as a CDM, so we're going to go with this. And then for the last one, I would pick between block or slide tackle. All up to you. The block is going to come in way more clutch, especially when an opponent is shooting the ball. Your pro will make that reach to make that block. So I would go with the block, but again, just play around with the last two to see what suits your style more. But boys and girls, these are the play styles and attributes that we went for level 95 CDM for Progressor. Now we have the level 95 CDM for the Maestro, which is really popular in the competitive scene. Height, we're going to go with 6 foot. Weight, so we're going to go with 165 pounds. Make sure you go with the height and weight combination that gives you the -2 and the +2 stats. I do want to mention we're going to be going with a technical plus for the specialization. Tech plus is really good, believe it or not, at CDM. Agility, we're going to get that to the high 80s, 88. This is going to help you turn directions quickly when you make that interception or you have the ball, which you don't want to be turning too slow as a CDM. Balance and reactions, we're going to get that to 90. The balance is going to make it difficult for opponents to get you off the ball. And then the reactions, which just help out with the overall responsiveness of your pro. Ball control, 90. This can help you trap the ball when you make an interception. Dribbling and composure, we got that to 90. The ball is going to be glued to you, especially since we're going to have the tech plus. And then the composure will allow for your pro to give off good passes. Now, we are going to max out the pace, 90 acceleration and 90 sprint speed. If you're really, really, really good at CDM and you're not going to be out of position, rarely, you can get away with a little bit lower pace, like high 80s, but the pace doesn't hurt, guys. Then from the jumping or the physical, we're going to go 90 jumping, so you have some aerial abilities. Physical, we're going to go with 90 strength and 92 aggression. Stamina, we went with 80, so we can get the quick step play style. And then the weak foot, we are going to go with a 5-star weak foot. We're not putting nothing into skill move as a CDM. Shouldn't really be trying to do skill moves. And then from the passing, we're going to go with 95 long pass, so you can find your teammates that are far out on the pitch. Short pass, we went with 90. Vision, we went with 92. That's going to help out those long passes, ping pass, those accurate. They're going to come out very, very accurate, especially if you do like a long ball in the air. Interceptions, we went with 90. Heading accuracy, we got that to 75, so we can get the aerial fortress. And then your defensive awareness and standing tackle, we got that to 90. And then we did put some on slide tackle, but really, you don't really need slide tackle. If you know how to, like I said, keep the opponent in front of you, slide tackle is like your last resort. You can get away with no slide tackle and then put more on agility if you want, or reactions. So all up to you guys. But just for the sake of it, we're going to put some slide tackle. But again, you don't have to put on slide tackle if you don't want to, because slide tackle is like a last resort thing. Like I said at the start of this archetype, you will have the Tech Plus, which is good to have as a CDM, guys. This keeps the ball very close to you. Now, which one would you take off? It all depends, guys. Now, I would definitely keep the Ping Pass Plus and the long ball. Keep those two. Now, you can get away with not using Tiki Taka Plus. So, we're going to take out the Tiki Taka Plus. because you have 90 short pass and you're gonna have a regular tiki-taka, so that's gonna do the job. Or you can take out the incisive pass plus, but I think the incisive pass plus is better than the regular version, so that's why we took out the tiki-taka plus. And boys and girls, you have really good passing stats as a CDM. This is why this is one of the most popular CDM archetypes this year in the competitive scene, because of the passing. It's really good. Whether you need to do a long ball in the air, on the ground, you got the ping pass for the short distance passes, or like the ones that are a little bit further out, and then you have Tech Plus, which keeps the ball very close to your feet. Then we're going to go with the regular tiki-taka, because that will do more than the job. Then intercept. This is going to help you intercept the ball a little bit better. Then jockey, because you are using this as CDM. Also, anticipate. It's going to improve those standing tackle. Then we're going to go with aerial fortress, so your pro can jump just a little bit higher. Of course, Bruiser is a must on a CDM, so you can bully off opponents. Then next, we got quick step. This is going to help you accelerate quicker. And for the last two, I would definitely recommend having press proven. It's very important to have press proven at CDM. And then for the last one, you can either go with a first touch or block. It all depends. The first touch is going to help you take good touches of the ball when your teammates sends you a driven pass. Basically, any type of pass. I know it doesn't get activated every single time, but according to the EA developer, any type of pass, it'll get activated behind the scenes. But when they do a driven pass, your teammates, it will actually get activated visually. But ladies and gentlemen, these are the playstyles and attributes that we went for the level 95 CDM Maestro. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to drop a like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys next time.